From up here, our planet looks perfect. It's only when we look more closely that we start to see some of the results of our consumption. Does anyone know what happens to it all? This is not just a local problem.
Somehow in the deep ocean, we've got more trash than life.
We produce too much waste. We don't think about the consequences when we throw stuff away.
It seems to be a case of out of sight, out of mind.
Nature functions by building up and breaking down, building up and breaking down. We keep putting things into the environment that don't break down.
Everyone in the population today has these chemicals in their bodies.
It's everywhere.
It causes all sorts of diseases.
A woman has a way of getting rid of them. It's called having a baby.
We did it with smoking, the smoking ban. We did it with seatbelts and wearing seatbelts. We did it with drink driving, actually, when that became unacceptable. We need to do this with waste.
Perhaps times will change and we will.
Recording, you sure?
Yeah, I got it. All right. Happy birthday to you. Guys, what is it? Let's go. Let's go. Jesus. What the? What is that thing?
I think it's one of those coffee things.
What is that? Holy shit. Oh my. Ah! Ah! It's shooting! Run! Run! Oh my God! What is that thing? Come on, get out of here! Run! Oh, shit! Jerry!
In this small Japanese town, residents take the concept of recycling very seriously.
アルミ缶、スチール缶、スプレー缶、ペットボトルのキャップ。
They separate their trash into a whopping 34 categories.
鏡、金属、電球、蛍光灯、バッグ、段ボール、新聞、折り込みチラシ、雑誌。
Welcome to Kamakatsu, Japan, the zero waste town.
きれいなプラはこの中にはめて、ちょっとこう餃子なんかしてこう油がいっぱいついてる分、お水をかけても落ちない分については
Hatsui Katayama diligently separates her waste according to Kamakatsu's rigorous zero waste program.
ペットボトルは蓋を取って、でここにこれいっぱい。
In the very beginning, so Kamikatsu was doing it open incineration, but people could see that's really hurting the environment, at the same time the health of the people, so zero waste was created.
Since the program began in 2003, 80% of the town's garbage gets recycled, reused, or composted. The rest goes to a landfill. But by 2020, the goal is to be 100% zero waste.
この牛乳のパックとか、これもみんな別個に持って行ってます。アルミがこっち。スチール缶が、スチールがこちらです。それでここがガラス類。分別も大変やけども、カンカンにしても全部中を洗って、処分せないといけないっていうのも大変やし、めんどくさいし、最初これがちょっと抵抗がありました。
It's been very tough in the way to gain the understanding of the people. Of course, when they had to separate garbage into 34 categories, which is massive, it's really like just tough.
Residents must wash, clean, sort, and then bring all of the materials to the city's recycling center, where monitors such as Kazuyuki Kiyohara make sure it's being done properly.
蓋やね。トリートメント。これもほなプラスチックの蓋でいいですよ。こっちの。あと分別も、みんながみんな完璧にできるわけではないので、いろんなものが混ざったものとかを、分けたりするのが結構大変ですね。
Signs on each of the bins tell consumers what their trash will be recycled into and how much that process can cost or earn the community.
来たらもうそれが普通になって、今では自然に何も思わないでもちゃんと分別できるようになっております。
The town has what's known as a kuru-kuru shop, meaning circular, where residents can bring in and take used items for free. There's also a factory where local women make products out of discarded items.
We had lots of like old kimonos or the old clothes or these flags not used anymore. So we asked all these grannies who really had the skills for the sewing. Then they made it into a craft like teddy bears or bags or what I'm wearing right now as well. It's made out of all these fish flags that we celebrate and then use it for the Children's Day.
Businesses all over Kamakatsu have incorporated ways to become zero waste.
We are cutting, by doing the recycling, the cost into 1/3 compared to when we actually burn everything. We are trying to focus more in how can we change our lifestyles to not to produce any waste. Even in this small town with only 1,700 people, everyone look at each other and then look after or take care of each other. So this kind of supporting system within the community really helped for the implementation of the zero waste.
Let us know if you have any unique tips for reducing your environmental impact in the comments below, and be sure to check out this next episode.
2 years of trash in this tiny little jar.
My values are having a really low environmental impact. I have to live like I want that. And so that's why I decided to change my lifestyle.
Thanks for watching Seeker Stories. Please subscribe to see new videos every week.
Gibson's Recycling Depot Resource Recovery Centre is located in Upper Gibsons, British Columbia, Canada.
We live in a ferry access community. Our location is between our two shopping centres in the community, so it's very accessible for all residents. We're open 7 days a week, 8 to 5. Rain or shine or snow or storm, we're there.
Anything that people throw away, we'll take in. Metals,
Styrofoam, egg cartons, meat trays,
cardboard,
paint, pesticides,
electronic waste, computers and small appliances,
paper,
plastic,
glass, and anything else that's recyclable.
Having a history in the disposal business in Metro Vancouver, I always was fascinated that perfectly good stuff was always going to the landfill. I'd open up the door of my truck and dump my load there, and I was going like, man, I could use that stuff. So it kind of spawned out of that. Waste really isn't waste until it's wasted, so we just deal with it differently.
We're in front of the Zero Waste store. It's kind of a thrift store at the recycling depot, and all of this stuff has been rescued from the waste stream. We try to put everything in categories so that people can find them. I think we've got just about every coffee pot imaginable. An oak table, this is sold. We do not accept donations of people's stuff that they no longer want. We charge a little fee because we believe that everyone should take responsibility for what comes into their lives.
Recycling is just one step on the path. So you have to get beyond recycling. We have to look at what ways can we deal with this stuff in our own community. When styrofoam used to come into our recycling center, it was a discard item. We charged $3 a bag to throw it away. The day we started recycling styrofoam, we still charge the same $3, except now we run it through a thermodensifier and it generates us $300 a ton because somebody wants that product. So here's where we have our styrofoam machine that's comes from Recycle Tech out of New Jersey. It's a North American machine. It's almost paid itself off with the volume of styrofoam we run through here. So, positive solution to a big problem in every community. So this is almost 3 tons of reduced recycling styrofoam. There's a company in Vancouver that we sell this to. It's called Blue Planet. I think they're in Coquitlam, and they buy everything we produce. And that's how they make high-end crown moldings and picture frames. It's actually more valuable than paper and cardboard. We're the first community, as far as I know, in British Columbia to do curbside recycling pickup using electric vehicles instead of diesel-operated vehicles. And we can pick up to 25, 30 different items at a time. It's not a regular pickup, it's like as you need it, like ordering a cab or a pizza. It really helps for people without vehicles and folks who aren't disadvantaged, and so we've got a lot of really cool customers. And it's amazing how many senior citizens want to recycle, but they can't move those great big totes that a lot of municipalities give them, right? And there's that human component because we come right to the door. This is the Andela trommel. It's for recycling glass. We take glass that we can't refill or reuse or resell. We turn it into an aggregate. You can use it in concrete or landscaping. Countertops or glass blowers can access the material. Taking it away from the landfill into a commodity that can be used in every community in British Columbia. The landfill use it as cullet or drainage or landfill cover. Here we're trying to keep the material in the local economy here. This is an example of how we attack every item in the discard stream to find a different home for it. And if we can't find a different home, we'll create one locally. Really, we're looking at everything in the discard stream through these lenses. And we're going like, oh my God, what can we do with this stuff? But there's so many innovators and creative people out there who are taking things that we consider garbage and making something out of them. And I think there's nothing that I've discovered in the discard stream that can't be reused, repaired, reclaimed, or turned into something else.
Our goal is to create a community hub, and I think that a sense of community for people is very important. So somewhere where they're welcome
and that we're creating a toolbox for people to be more responsible in their actions with the environment.
Like, whose lips are on that? I'm sure this is going to find its way to the cutting room floor.
I started coming across these numbers about how much was being wasted. And I just thought, how is nobody talking about this?
40% of everything raised or grown is not, in fact, eaten.
If that much food is being wasted, how much of it is still good, and can we eat it?
Oh, we're trying to survive off food waste right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you're going to hit the jackpot.
I'm starting to enjoy this.
Is that cold stuff? Can I buy those bananas?
Yeah, you want to buy the bananas?
Sure. Yeah, I'm not going to ask for a deal. I'd rather just not draw attention to it.
Supermarkets tell you what diameter, length, curvature, all of those parameters have to be exactly right.
Our whole fridge is full of stuff that needs to be eaten tomorrow.
This is not a lifestyle that I want to continue.
Well, neither do I, so let's stop.
I don't want to stop because we haven't proved anything yet.
Highs and lows of the project, you know? Highs and lows. This is a high point.
This is edible, but it's not edible to the supermarkets. As a grower, that's heartbreaking. When you grow the fruit and you can't sell it, that bothers me.
Yeah, this would be every week.
You wouldn't want to know how much product we would dispose of.
Wasting food is not only widespread, but it's condoned.
The scale of the stuff that we've seen so far is pretty shocking, and I think we've only seen like the littlest bit.
We look at the issue of disposal of Vancouver's garbage. An issue that's coming into sharp focus with the pending closure of the landfill next year.
For 1 year, we will not produce any waste, and as part of that project, we won't buy any stuff.
It had to be a competition.
The person who has the least amount of garbage and who didn't buy anything wins.
Say, these are pretty slick.
You noticed that, eh?
Sure did.
I just don't want to have the plastic packaging. I want to get it in my container.
Can I get it on a plate with no toothpicks? No toothpicks? I didn't want the toothpicks.
Sometimes I do wonder because we're trying not to produce garbage, but then the person next to you in line is just getting their stuff double bagged anyway, and I just wonder if there's even any point in us doing this project.
2 years ago, I started hearing something referenced, described as a floating island of garbage, twice the size of Texas.
This is what the ocean water looks like. The competition between the plastic and the natural food is greater. Trash outweighed the plankton by a factor of 6 to 1.
This piece is 1 million plastic cups
which is the number consumed just on airline flights in the United States every 6 hours. If we could see this stuff, behold it with our senses, we might feel something. And when we feel something, that's when we act.
Jen has become so passionate about this project. She's researched how to make laundry detergent. She's made toothpaste from scratch.
How's it taste?
Not very good.
Your smile's getting bigger. I'm still trying to figure how if I should keep holding on to a little bit of love.
The number one thing is do one more thing. Let's do one more thing that isn't sustainable and change it to sustainable. And then just don't stop.
The environment will win, and hopefully I will win.